What's Garnet up to?
Because I'm gonna die alone out of the lore.
Don't you have like an arranged marriage?
No, that doesn't count.
What, you have an arranged marriage?
I'm in no such relationship that's been null and voided. The terms of the contract are canceled. I'm gonna be alone.
But
That's
also,
right.
Yeah.
You're on a bound. You're on a bound. Look, Ariana's out. Balvarex. Please take care of her. We'll be taking Masoner's payment.
He's collecting snacks already from the food hall for when she wakes up.
Thank you, Balvi. I'll owe you one.
Like, as Garnet walks out the door, she'll just be like, yeah, we'll just say the drugs came from Balvi.
No. Basically going to stand up. No, Balvi, no. I'll make sure that doesn't happen. It's fine. We will not. No, won't happen. Garnet.
Yes, it's just down the hall.
Turns to Hathor, just how? It's fine. Never mind. It's fine.
Lemon Kiwi, I noticed something freaking ridiculous about Una.
What?
Under the familiar section, it talks about how, while the two of you are bonded, you can sense what it senses as long as you're within a mile of each other, right?
Right.
When Una's within 10 feet of you, you gain the benefits of magic resistance. You have advantage on all saving throws against spells and magical effects whenever Una's within 10 feet of you.
Oh, that's broken.
1 year later! Reading comprehension 20 inch, by the way. Holds him like a special.
This is my special magical resistance pet.
The power of bird compel.
Care for the capybara.
I walk over to him.
Okay.
And I'm tired of watching this. And I slice his throat. You die with honor. And I keep sawing for a little bit, just so I get the head out. And I hold the head up above.
Blood everywhere.
For you! For you!
As you yeet that rock with that alien on it, I don't want to die! As he, like Krillin and DBZ just explodes.
Another little glowy worm crawls out. Timothy!
Oh, I'm sorry.
Unbeknownst to you, you've killed the mayor of the Worms town. He had brought peace and prosperity to his new empire, but now they're a society cast adrift on an asteroid, leaderless, falls into chaos once again, and decays from within. And
Look, sometimes I don't know my own strength. I'm sorry.
Flip him. Okay, one black card. And that's a big success. That's a critical success. So this is perfect. You already have an edge, right? So you can't gain another edge, but you can double the effect, which means you can quiet both wolves.
My friends. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, let's go. Let's go.
Oh, God. I almost fucking died. I've never died in a one shot. My heart hurts, man.
This game, again, you start out from very humble origins. You're not mighty heroes. You're just townsfolk. It's easy to die.
We're coming from stupid origins.
Okay. The only thing that you notice, Garnet, is just like little touches of frost. Just the barest remnants of frost underneath where the books were.
Oh, no. Nuh-uh. Wait, is this having Herald vibes of Frost origin?
No. This isn't black ice. This is not Agathissian ice.
You will forever pay for what you have done, Garnet. I will punish you with ice cream pies. What? This is amateur hour.
No, that was.
Give me a stroke over here. I'm seeing enough of this shit. I'm going to bed. Fuck this. I don't want to go to bed, actually. I don't want to do anything.
Yeah, that fire, we dodged it. Ariana didn't. But that's why we all woke up. So.
The dragon's fine.
Dragon. Okay, you talked to the dragon?
Oh yeah, that guy sucked. He just kept wanting us to say his name and open the big bad door and he's gonna destroy the world and kill anyone we ever want. But I won't. I can kill anybody I want. I don't know what some statue's gonna do, but and he doesn't even know his own name. Boomer much? But anyway, so like but you've slain dragons before. If you can do it, and then
These are the dragons of the world before.
Do you ever feel like the luck or whatever it is that's gotten you forward is going to run out at some point? Or that you can just keep going forward?
I'm pretty worried about myself all the time, but I consider Garnet a protagonist, so generally she's okay.
What? We're all main characters, and
You're like the main character. Garnet, you know?
We're all the main characters of this story, okay? Fourth wall just punching. Like touches Athalor's elven armor. See, this is plot armor.
Okay, good point.
So that's great. I honestly don't get to talk that often. People don't really get to hear what I have to say. And let me tell you, I got a lot to say. I got wouldn't even believe. I see a no one even pays attention to me. I'm just up in the trees doing my own thing. Except for Hootie. Hootie! Holy that dude. He's got some that he wants to tell you. I'll tell you right now. Oh my gosh. That bird's got mouth on him. You think I'm like this? Oh my goodness. If looks could kill, that bird would be the most dangerous thing in this entire forest. My God.
What about Una?
What about it? What about him?
You think we could get drunk?
My familiar drunk?
Maybe. Sorry, I'm just contemplating all the possibilities.
So you have a horn that gets you drunk?
Yeah, we should. Well, stares at DM. Just is there other plans?
About those plans you had, I hope you've got a good drunk Una voice.
Look, it's up to you to just go for it. Underage drinking, why
I'm
not?
mostly kidding. I'm mostly kidding.
The wolf, listen.
If you'll allow it.
If you allow it, I like to skin the wolf's head and place it on Mr. Sir Thomas to disguise him poorly as not a cow.
You're just making him wear stinky skin.
Like a mask. Like a mask. Mask off. Fucking mask off. Yeah, like that. It's so close.
It's a werecow. Okay. You can certainly try. We're gonna go ahead and leave you cheerfully peeling the face off of this dead wolf so that you can stick it on your cow's head. And I'm gonna just drop that mental image with everybody.
18 seconds. Is that how long it'll take before those hellhounds come?
I don't know, probably. They're very fast.
Right. They can smell me.
Time's ticking.
Okay, I'll wait 18 seconds before I go back to the ethereal plane.
Okay.
And I go to the astral plane.
Oh man. Oh, there's jack shit this creature can do about that. Okay. Whoosh. You fade from reality, surrounded by the silver mists.
Someone had picked him up and you were carrying.
Hundreds of years ago, the half-elf Benthazel and her lover traveled across the worlds of Pyre space, only for Corylus to fall victim to the dreaded plague of the Curse of the Night Twist. She buried him upon this planet, and from his chest sprouted a new cursed tree. For centuries more, her song held its evil music at bay, until John Carmichael came by, took the curse upon himself, and tasked her instead with guarding a piece of the flesh of Kur. Now it seems that her guardianship of this new evil has drawn to its close. For she can no longer endure its power, and it is up to our heroes to free her from this burden, one way or another. Welcome back to Coriander Society Adventures. We are just about to get into the action as John Carmichael and Asena are under the shroud of the elven princess Althea's invisibility, as Althea and her handmaiden Mireth prepare to address Benthazel, the guardian of the grove. Do I need to know anything? Did I miss anything? Is there anything that you two have to tell me before we get right back to it?
We're sneaking. While she's taking care of her business, we're moving around back.
Okay. Give me stealth checks, please.
With an advantage, right? Because we're invisible.
With advantage. All right. We have a 24 and an 18. Well, those are both good, right? Those are good. Okay. Where are you sneaking? Which way? Up and around?
I think that would be probably the best way to do it.
Okay. The two of you are creeping along, and the princess and her handmaiden and your dragon, which would be a bit larger.
And Chester's staying and defending Althea.
Okay.
Ready to transform into Battle Cat if necessary.
Okay.
I kind of feel like we have Squirrel on one shoulder, Cat like either on the other, or very much like next to the legs.
Queelia looks over at Chester.
Well,
hello?
Meow, but like with a freaking dagger strapped to its collar.
Benthazel continues singing as she turns, and you can hear creaking and wood snapping as she does, looking around at Althea and Mireth. Guests, visitors, my vigil. Benthazel, I am Althea of the House of Fluris. We have come to aid you and loose you from your burden. Loose, it cannot be let loose. It must not be loose. I can... Benthazel? The song ends as she doubles over, laughing. Involuntarily. Not mirthfully, not gleefully, but looking at this delicate high elf princess standing here far from her home in the heart of horrors, Benthazel doubles over, wood splintering, and starts howling with laughter. Hysterical, desperate, pleading laughter. John and Asena, you have continued to creep your way along. What do you do?
Are we able to tell that Benthazel not only looks exhausted, but is visibly injured?
Yes.
What's the nature of their injuries? Do they look as Asena had described with the pustules and the... I know that they had some cracks in them. Is that what
Benthazel has taken
are?
a lot of necrotic damage and is bloodied.
Interesting. Okay. John's going to stay focused for now.
Okay. Go ahead and move yourself a little bit further. Althea, seeing Benthazel's heaving laughter start to physically crack her wooden body, runs forward. just barely out of Mireth's reach, who yells at her charge to get back here.
Mate, did laughing just now hurt Ventazil further?
Not hit points wise, but
okay.
She's like frail and yeah.
I see. Just clarifying.
At that moment, the ground trembles beneath your feet. And you see an oily, dark secretion start to drip from the bark of the tree planted with the flesh of Kor. And you realize that this interruption, this fit of laughter that can no longer be contained, has brought an end to Benthazil's Song of Sanctuary. I'm going to give each of you the chance to do one thing. What would you like to do?
Nothing has drastically changed since before. John's going to keep pressing on. He takes out Krantaka, and though he cannot see Asena and probably can barely hear her moving behind him, mind to mind, he's going to whisper even though they're telepathically communicating. Okay, I say we hit him hard and hit him fast. I'm going to hold a lot of my big magic for in case things start to go crazy, but I figure we'll just open up with a hail of gunfire. What do you think?
On her or on the tree?
Oh, the tree is my preference.
Fine.
Hey, John?
Yeah?
Which tree?
Oh, hello.
As the song ends and the power of the flesh of Kor is no longer contained, that same corruption starts to spread through its roots, reaching into the nearby plants. And as you're sneaking forward, this tree uproots itself. Its trunk splits to form this huge maw. And
correction. Should we focus on the ads first or the main? Oh my. Fireball it is. I'll open up with a fireball.
Roll for initiative.
Oh my.
Odds, do you want Asena to be creeping still behind John or back where they were when combat starts?
Yeah, no, she's stuck by you.
Okay.
And I put those little wispy things to show invisibility. I don't know what your preference for invisibility is.
That's fine. I know what that is.
Rowdy. Okay, good. I take it Dargan and Chester are still going to act on our turns, right?
Correct. Unless you want to roll them in separately to prevent them from being forgotten. That's your prerogative.
Ooh. Do you mind if I roll separately? Only because sometimes I do.
No, not at all. But if you roll separately, just go ahead and, abide by that.
Absolutely.
All right, let's see. Who am I missing? The Weeping Treants. Yes, let's get them in there.
The Weeping Treants, you say?
Yep. From their eyes, this oily black sap is just streaming down. And they're making
that's cool.
Horrible, horrible noises.
Mate, would you mind blowing one of them up for a moment, making them like real big just so we can get a good look at them?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's sick. Ooh, I see a side anus there. That's not nice.
Wow.
I'm giving you disadvantage for that. I'm not even waiting for chat on that one. I'm just giving you disadvantage.
I should give you disadvantage. You just pulled out 4 weeping willows and something awful. It didn't look like an orifice, and now your token has made it look like.
I'm the dungeon master. Something. It's my job to make things awful, and I didn't draw the art, Matt.
Hey, you're giving me crap like I did anything wrong here.
It's just a tree hole.
Sure,
that didn't really help. I was gonna say. By the way, join us later for Papaya Tree.
God damn it! Yeah, join us for the after show afterwards. Oh my god, Matt, you go first.
Alrighty. Once more, John's just going to check in with Asena. I'm going to go ahead and start focusing on everything. I would suggest either if I don't finish these things off, maybe we'll start with the ads and then make on to the main event, or you can just focus on the boss and I'll take on everything else.
Okay.
Sounds Gucci. All right, John's going to go ahead and let's see. He's probably going to realign himself because that looks to be probably a little better. Oh my.
Do you want it?
This looks like it's right now going to hit 4 is as good as I can do. So
it's going to hit 3 plus the actual tree itself.
Oh, yeah. I meant, yeah, 3 plus tree. Yeah.
Okay, 3 plus tree. Confirmed.
Questione.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, not questione. That's fine. I'm cool with that. This is good. This is good. Yeah, okay, cool. John's just gonna go ahead and drop it, I suppose. Hold on a moment. I might have a bullet for that. That's a real fun way to open it up. Let me just double check here. John's gonna cast Fireball regardless, but let's see if it comes out of a freaking bullet.
Why don't you roll the 8d6? And because that's happening one way or another, right?
Yep. So here we go. 8d6, and yes, John does have a Fireball bullet, so we might as well just
roll that shot and tell me who you're shooting.
Oh wait, 8d6. Okay, good. We're missing 2. Good. That was a bit better.
27.
John's shooting the tree, like the big
tree itself,
having the fireball splash to the other 3 weeping treants.
And what's your actual spell save DC?
Is a 19.
Okay. Well, they all failed, and they're all made of wood, and they all have vulnerability to fire. So, that's actually going to be a cool 54 points of damage to each of them.
Nice. And we're attacking from stealth. So the first one, I'm assuming, is going to be a advantage. So I'm going to use a bonus action to put Tiamat's Curse on the main big tree. And he's going to go ahead and take this first shot. Might as well just Warp Spasm. This isn't a Fey entity or a fiend, is it?
Correct. It's an aberration.
Cool. Just making sure. Okay. Well, here we go. Suck on this. Krontaka.
Okay.
And that'll be a dirty 20. Is it immune to psychic damage?
No.
Make a DC 19 Wisdom saving throw, please.
A 22.
You always do. It's okay. All right. So 11 of that is going to be ignored. So that's going to be 4 weapon damage plus 16 piercing. So 20 points of magical piercing damage.
Okay. Plus the fireball.
Oh, yes. And then the fireball. And I'm no longer stealth by invisibility. So John's going to, let's see. These things look pretty hurt. And why not? John will just waste all his bullets. We're going to do it again. So double tap. And John's going to shoot the main one again. And that'll be all of his fireball bullets.
You're shooting another fireball?
I'm just going to shoot another fireball. You might as well just dump them all. I can make more later if I really need them. We're against trees that take double damage from fireball. I might as well just do it right.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I think this is good logic. I think that this checks out. Boom.
Wait, War Spasm. So wait, hold on. Okay, well, we'll just hit the first. It shouldn't be disadvantaged because it would be advantage turns into normal. But
it should be disadvantaged because of a Streamloots card that was played on you earlier.
Oh. But on advantage and anyway, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
We'll go ahead. I'll hold on to it. 26. That should hit. One more wisdom save, please.
Okay.
And suck on decent rolls. 24.
20.
Well, never mind. That'll be 11 more DiMaggio.
So how much damage total from that shot? 11?
22.
22 damage. Copy that.
And then a total of 24 fire damage to everything within.
From the second fireball.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's roll some what's the dexterity saving throw on a freaking tree? I'm gonna give you a hint. It's not good.
Not great, I would assume. Forest Emperor? That sounds cool as hell. I just saw the name.
You said
on that.
24 damage?
24.
Okay, would you like to use your reaction to finish one of the 3 weeping treants?
Yes, I would.
Which one?
The one closest to Asena and I.
Okay. A column of foul, rotten, flesh-stinking smoke rises as John launches a tactical nuclear strike directly into the middle of this. As the fireball clears, both of you hear this. The tree unfurls itself and something crawls out. A pair of wings, all made of that same smooth, fleshy bark. The tree itself is still there, but much of its mass has now emerged as the Forest Emperor officially joins the battle.
Wow, that looks cool as heck. Can we get a quick little blow up of that one? Because that looks really cool. Oh my
I don't
God.
know.
Oh, that's cool as hell. Damn, I love that.
I'm going to roll it in. Wow. Very cool. A natural 1. Awesome. Love that for me.
Love to see it. You love to see it.
Okay.
And mates, I'm going to run this way. Just try and kind of distract things from Asena a little bit. I don't want us to both be like in the middle of getting dumped on by AoE.
Mireth runs up, grabs Thea, and drags her backwards.
Good call.
Benthazel
I guess we're not talking anymore.
Benthazel, still laughing maniacally, is effectively under the effects of a confusion spell.
Oh.
And does nothing except stand there, laughing.
Oh, gosh.
Chester, it's your turn.
Oh, gosh, sorry. I was like, Chester, who the hell's...
Wow.
Chester's going to go ahead and move up right in front of where Ethia is and then transform into Battle Cat.
Okay. Battle Cat!
Yeah. Show me Battle Cat. Okay, and once it transforms, Chester, or now Charlemagne, rather. Let me go ahead and pull up Charlemagne's character sheet. Is going to... Yep. Is going to go ahead and jump on over. It is going to use... Is that a cat? He's got a sword! So the first time they fight a specific foe, all their attacks against them have advantage. It only works if they don't expect the cat to be using a sword. I'm going to activate... Oh. Wait, did they expect him to use a sword?
Nope, but Chester started your turn within 60 feet of the Forest Emperor.
That is correct.
Roll a wisdom saving throw against fear.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Oh, guess what? Chester's immune to being frightened when he's Charlemagne.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
I just saw that. That's sick as hell. Oh my gosh. Oh no, even just Chester's immune to being frightened. Dude, Chester, you kind of rock, my guy.
The cat gives none. Not a single one. Asena, you're up next.
I feel like all cats should be immune to frightened because I feel like cats just don't care most of the time.
But except that they're scaredy cats.
Well,
Can confirm.
True. Very true. So Chester's just going to rush up to here and then take a big old swipe. It's going to pounce on this big old tree.
Okay.
So we're looking at if it moves 24 and hits. Okay, so let's make a sword attack with advantage. Hoya!
Is that a cat? He's got a sword.
Ooh, gosh, that didn't go super well.
A 13 does not pierce the bark.
How unfortunate.
Also,
yeah,
it's covered with acidic tears. I need Chester, Charlemagne, to roll a dexterity saving throw, please, against its acidic tears.
Dexterity saving throw, you say. 19.
19. That's a save. All right, cool. You're good. But you also missed. Anything else, Chester? Charlemagne?
Unfortunately, it kind of relies on hitting. So yeah, no, that's
most people do, Matt.
Well, you know, hey now, you're a rock star.
Asena, you're up. There's a completely
Okay.
uninjured weeping treant. There's this gigantic weird forest emperor thing. What would you like to
Yeah.
do?
Asena's ready to bring out the big guns. She. Where are they? She's gonna siege mode this guy.
Yes, Asena.
From
So-
30 feet away, firing a small artillery piece when you absolutely positively need it dead.
Teacher, homework. You said how far for Fear Aura?
60 feet.
60?
But only when
Okay.
you start your turn, and it only emerged just now. So, Asena, do roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay.
Against fear, if it matters.
You would do it for me, so I want to say it for you.
You passed. You're good.
Yay.
It's that rattling sound. There's something unearthly about it. Proceed with the sieging.
I'm not scared of this tree thingy.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a little scary.
I try.
Ooh. Artillery.
Okay, so you have to be 40 feet away for this to work. So if you step back like 10 feet. Oh, you're just shooting the far side of it. Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
That totally counts.
Yep.
Okay. And it's a plasma weapon, so go ahead and roll a plasma check, please.
This is what you get for being very
There's also this.
It's not made of earth, stone, or metal. It's made of wood, unfortunately. You'd think that would count.
Earth
but-
is wood.
No, earth is dirt.
Fine. I rolled a 2.
Okay. Blam. It takes 12
Structures
points
are
of-
made of wood.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing. Okay, and the blast damage, because you just fired an artillery gun at it, blows up and hits everything nearby it. Which means that the
splash
last thing that the tree is capable of spawning to defend itself gets hit.
What is that?
What's the range of the splash damage, mate?
10 feet, or all when within short range, because the farther you shoot, the longer range it hits. So it's just 5 feet away from it right
Okay,
now.
5 feet. Okay, gotcha.
This thing right here.
Oh my goodness, what is that? It's like a
That's-
heart.
Yeah, it's the pulsating heart of the tree of Kur.
Heck yes. Oh my
I'm
gosh. I
rolling
love
it in now.
Mate, this is some cool stuff you got here.
Thank you. I try. I actually had this one prepped a few episodes ago, but we got distracted with parties and shopping and,
Drugs.
All right, Asena, that was your first attack.
Yeah.
What else do you
We're
want to
gonna
do?
it again. Take my
Fire
chances.
at will.
Who's Will?
You.
Boom.
Okay.
And heat check. I'm barely just making it.
Wow. Jeez. We're just right on the line, the razor's edge.
The
And mate,
edge
there's a
of
lot
glory.
that happened last time. We took the 12 damage last turn, right?
Yes.
Perfect.
And this thing is not immune to fire, so all right, cool. Beep. The Forest Emperor is now bloodied, or should I say charred and crispy.
Yes. Crispy.
Anything else, Asena? You didn't roll Dargan in separately, so Dargan can go.
Oh.
Hey, mate.
You're also
because
no longer
she
invisible.
attacked the first time from stealth, does that siege mode get advantage on that first attack?
Yeah, roll again, just see if you get a 20.
Also, can this thing
Okay.
sneak attack? I doubt it, right? An ordnance weapon can't sneak attack, can
This
it?
cannot sneak attack. And didn't roll a 20, so we move on. Better damage roll, though.
Unfortunate.
Okay, we're looking at Dargan.
Mm-hmm.
Where is he?
Right here.
I don't know. Do we really want him up there?
How long is the breath weapon again?
15.
Still pretty small, all things considered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Dargan probably, if he wanted, could come here and just breathe on this thing, like from the safety of the sky.
Oh, true. I guess the thing is gonna die soon.
Dargan, roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh, right. Good call.
No.
Oh, I was going to ask, mate, is this the kind of fear that every turn it happens, or is it like Dragon's Fear? Once you save, you're good for 24
Once you've saved
hours.
twice, you're immune.
Twice? Oh, cool. Very specific. I like that.
Is that a save? The Forest Emperor is pretty scary. On a 14, you do not. The DC is 18. The
Wow.
Dargan is frightened of this weird
Wow.
noise, which means as
No,
long
boys.
as Dargan can
Rattle 'em.
see the Forest Emperor, disadvantage on attacks and skill checks, and can't move closer to it.
Oh, no.
Okay,
So-
he's just gonna stay there then.
Okay, you want to dodge?
Sure.
Okay, dodge for extra defense. Boing. Matt, if you could put a signal on, if that's possible.
I wish I could. I can't touch Dargan, but if you'd allow me to, I definitely will do it.
Well, I will allow you to get your ass clobbered by this enormous freaking tree.
You know what? Understandable. Have a nice day. Yeah, if
The
you could
enormous-
give me approval over Dargan, I can definitely help with that.
Later, darling,
Put
later.
something on him.
You made him explode.
I don't know what they mean.
That shattered thing
Here-
represents the shattering of his resolve.
Now he's a snail.
That snail represents the snail's tendency to hide in its shell from
He
danger.
wants this, and he wants shield. That's what he
Exactly,
wants.
exactly.
This.
That is how the lightning bolt is like when somebody gets electrified in a
This
cartoon
thing.
and their hair stands on end, but it's from fear. That is the
Oh, I can
terrified.
scroll down.
Yes, you can scroll down.
Oh my gosh.
That was the
I was
terrified
wondering where
fart
you were
emerged.
thinking all this weird stuff.
That is
thing.
being brought to your knees by fear.
He's scared, right?
Yeah, he's scared. We normally use that for prone, but this is fine. I'm down with this. We're here. We're learning.
Down with sickness. Come on.
All right,
now get
back to the
down
part
with
where I
sickness.
beat the absolute hell out of Matt.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck. I'm a wizard with a gun.
Did a 19 hit?
Yeah. No, baby. 20 AC. Yeah.
Does a 17 hit?
Ugh. Not with a 20 AC, baby.
15 hit? Whack.
John
Whack.
Carmichael stands there and is just parrying. He brings up his hard light buckler that is strapped to his forearm, his dual disc, just coming to his aid as he's just bringing shields up at the last moment to parry this big, giant, weeping willow fist out of the way.
Meanwhile, the one that just got attacked by a cat, he's got a sword, is going to go ahead and make 3 slam attacks against Charlemagne.
Yeah. No, that's not gonna. Yeah, that hits.
3 enormous hits for a total of 28,
Wow.
31, 41 damage. When a giant
here-
tree hits you, it hurts.
So here's the funny thing: Chester can parry, but not that.
You can't parry that much.
41, You said that's going to be 27 points of damage after the 14 points of temporary healing.
Yes. Let's not forget the temp HP.
Damn it. Hold on. 76, and then minus, not asterisk. Minus. Equals. There we go. Yeah, the temp HP is hella important.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And this one, all the way back here, is going to rip up a piece of the ground and hurl it at Adthea.
No!
A 25.
Mate, Chester has inspiration. Can Chester use an inspiration to interpose itself and do the cat thing where it jumps in the way and takes the
To
blow?
face tank it? Yes.
Yeah.
Chester gets hit by a rock for 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yep, Chester absolutely would do it. Or in this case, Charlemagne. Ow, Chester's bloodied. Oh, buddy. Don't do this, buddy. Oh, buddy.
Okay. It's Adthea's turn. As An enormous rock hits an enormous cat who leaps in to protect her and gets knocked to the ground, and she's being dragged away. Athea throws off Mireth. And nobody is close enough to perceive this. Except Chester, who just got hit by a rock, and Dargan. All you know is that a moment later, you hear a howling scream. That sounds like a chorus of monstrous voices. It tears through the grove, directly through the heart and the Emperor. For 8d8 psychic damage.
Dang.
Dang, boy.
8d8.
And because this is a even further beyond, on this first one, no save.
Oh, well, you know, I also casually just drop no save damage when I want. Damn, that's cool.
Have you seen what Asena does when she gets the transformation catalyst? Holy crap, she punches volcanoes.
No, I'm not being facetious. I'm just saying that's awesome. It's so cool.
Yeah, you hear this like wrenching, gurgling scream, and you feel your blood churn for a moment. And both of you feel horrible, like this blasting heat across your face for a moment, this sickly smell, and then it's gone. And the scream was a combination of pain, hatred, and pure aggression. The Forest Emperor.
Made that 35 damage. Does it drop these two that were at the...
No, it was a line. It was a line that only hit these
Line.
two. Yeah.
Oh, a
it was
line.
not a cone, it was a line.
Oops.
Okay. The Forest Emperor is going to crawl down from this place where it's just been absolutely loaded with fire and destruction and approach the one whose song has been keeping it imprisoned for so long, Benthazel. Raises its claws and lashes out at her. A 21, a 13, and a 14. Because she literally has bark skin, her AC is a 16. She only takes the first hit. She suffers 22 points of damage as acid from its claws, that dribbling dark sap, this corrosive mutating substance, burns into her. That's all it can do, actually. It's not, you know. I mean, if it actually hit you, that would suck, but should have done the other thing.
I mean,
oh well.
All it could do it fearing everybody in the area.
There is that. Speaking of which, John, it's your turn. Roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Righto.
If you succeed on this, you no longer need to save against the rattle.
This is my first time doing it.
Yes, if you succeed on 2 of these, that is not a success.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and, well, okay, hold on, DM. I didn't get a chance to react. Before you tell me if it succeeds or fails, I'm going to go ahead and spend a deduction die.
I'm not going to hold that one against you because you would have obviously known an 11 fails. That's not difficult.
Okay, so that's going to be 14. A 14, and I'm going to use my reaction, since I have Temperance on me, to add a +5 to a wisdom saving throw to make it a 19, and that should do it.
That saves, and Temperance can't be activated again for a while, right?
Yes, once per short rest.
Okay, and you have a clock on you already? All right, so you start your turn with your reaction gone, but there's a giant angry tree in your face. What would you like to do?
Well, thank you for asking, Gnomes. I think I'm going to go to Disneyland. I want to get out of here. This is not my scene anymore.
Disconnecting.
This looks like a job for Ouch, this looks really bad. That's what this looks like. You know, this thing can sit here and just beat on me all at once. John's gonna just kind of take a little step here and just saddle around. Is this a tree that takes difficult terrain, or is this just the boughs of a tree and I can go under it?
That takes difficult terrain.
Okay, so that's gonna be... Sorry, 1 second. That'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. John's gonna go right here. And
Excuse me. Hold on just a moment there, sir.
Hold on just a moment. Let me just get around here. Okay, cool. Very good. Thank you. And he should be able to see. Can you give me another fireball, mate? I need
I'll be honest. I never put the first one away. I just moved it to the Phantom Zone.
Thank you.
I knew.
I mean, I may be out of bullets, but
I'm not out of fireballs.
I'm not out of fireballs. Yeah, John's just gonna walk up, and even though I'd like to spam shoot, let's just do this. We're gonna drop a fireball right here and hit everyone that isn't my friends. And John's going to upcast this. This is gonna be a 5th level spell. And
given that fire is like the most common thing for people to be resistant, it's nice to fight things that are made of wood.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is lovely. Is it gonna ask for me what I want to do? Or no? Forget it. You know what fireball does. I'm gonna roll 10d. Oh, the hell is that? Just gonna roll 10d6. So here, suck on. Wow, I'm rolling off 25.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Jeez.
The Forest Emperor
ones.
is busy trying to kill Benthazel and fails its saving throw. The heart of the flesh, this voidling creature, has magic resistance against everything except radiant damage. So it gets to make its saving throw with advantage.
Ooh, that looks like a natural 20.
Natty.
Unfortunate. So that'll be 6 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Well, not as effective as I was hoping. You can put that away. It does. By the way, which one of these things counts as the tree? Is the tree gone now, or is this the tree?
Yeah, the tree is basically the combination of these two things. Its
so
body
does
and its
my
heart.
question, when I targeted it with my Tiamat's curse, do I have to pick one of them that it applies to?
It targeted this guy because he was on the outside.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. Great. No worries for now. And I think that's gonna unfortunately do it for me. I'll let you know. I don't want to waste time. I'll let you know if I have a bonus action. I'm just looking through my stuff.
Okay. Okay. Charlemagne used his reaction to jump in the way, right? Inspiration and a reaction.
That would be your call. So if that's the case,
Yes.
yes. Reaction gone.
All right. Cool. So the heart of the tree is going to fling itself forward, just flailing tentacles in all direction, and then explode. A burst of necrotic energy blasts out in all directions, hitting... No, you know what? That's boring. It's going to go after you guys. It flies over here and explodes. I need both of you to roll Constitution saving throws as a wave of necrotic, rotting energy flows outward. This is...
Mate?
Yes?
I have a thing.
Go on. I know you built your entire character around having a thing.
Just I realized, and you can tell me if I missed this. You can tell me if I missed this before. Last time when I made my shot, I used Krontaka's warp spasm, and I should have had another shot. Can I take that other shot, or have I?
You can take it after Asena's turn.
Okay, copy that.
Now roll Constitution saving throws. I demand blood.
Blood it is. This is
Too
everybody
bad.
in a what? Oh, is that just the two of us? Oh,
It's just the two of you. Yeah, I could have gone after the
can blow
NPCs,
up
which
the
would have
two
been
of
more
us.
thematically appropriate. But like, I'm not here to play D&D by myself. You know, I'm here to kill you two. So
no, I'm good with that. You know what? You can mess me up, fam. I don't mind.
no, you both saved. You take 15 points of necrotic damage.
Oh, necrotic damage, you say?
Yeah, I know you're resistant.
Happen to be resistant to necrotic damage.
You take 7 points of your temporary hit points are now gone.
I also need to bust my temp HP.
Was I supposed to take 15 the first time?
No, You just take.
Oh.
Yeah, you take 15. Yeah, you take 15 from that
So
blast.
you only take 1 because you have 14 temporary points.
Yeah. Now what?
Well, now Benthazel goes, and she's just continuing to laugh as fireballs are exploding around her, and this thing is clawing her apart with acid. Charlemagne, and then Asena. Actually, we're going to go Asena, then Charlemagne, and Matt's attack at the same time. You are here. A flibbering mass of darkness and flesh is nearby. And
Why is it
giant...
closer to me?
It had to hit you to... It flew. It flies. It floats through the air.
Well, Asena's gonna get upset that it came after her, and she's gonna go fly and punch it.
Yes.
She's not gonna fly, but she's gonna jump. So we are
How dare you get within my range?
here.
Now that spot is a level lower, but we're gonna you're flying through the air and punching. You don't have to finish your movement until you're done punching.
Yeah.
Also, can Asena glide as well?
Yes. But you also have enough movement to like jump forward, punch it, kick, flip off of it, and land on the other side. Like however you want to do this is fine. Just note that if you don't want to end your turn down there.
Sure. Yeah.
Unless she does.
No. I'm gonna just for funds and stuff.
Funs and chuckles.
I love funs and chuckles.
Where did it go?
What if it was never there?
What'd you lose?
Just a description. I forgot what it's called. Oh no, it's right there. I'm gonna spend a focus point to conjure a disc of hard light, so that way I can jump off that.
Oh, there we go.
There. Yeah. So I'm gonna use that. That's why I'm floating right there.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's
I didn't
sick.
even need to. It's just really cool.
I love that you can double jump. That's right. You can double jump now. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. That's amazing. And a monk double jumping and then gliding. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
geez,
Mobility.
might as well be flying.
All right.
Also,
Do I
mate,
get
did we
s-
skip Mireth and Benthazel?
Benthazel is laughing maniacally, and Mireth is trying to get Athea out of the way and somehow failing.
Is this flanking with John, or is he too far?
He's too far away, unfortunately.
Okay. I'm gonna punch him. Oh god, that didn't go very well. I have inspiration. Can I like redo that?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We take the
Scratch
first damage
that.
result.
That didn't happen.
Yeah, baby.
That one did.
That's better. Okay. You fly through the air and punch it for 13 points of damage with your first strike.
Okay, punch again. You-
A
Oh
15
god, is that what you were trying to do?
does not hit.
What? Okay. Well, I have more inspiration.
Okay. How much do you have?
This, if I spend it right now, it would be down to 4, and one of them's Dargan's.
Go for
Down
it.
to 4. Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Yeah. I haven't used them in a long time.
Okay. 21. Unfortunately, we take the first damage, but that is still a hit for 6 points of damage. And you have your bonus action, and you can do a flurry if you want to attack 2 more times if you feel like it.
Yep.
Okay.
Give
Jump
it a
in the
whirl.
air, skipping and hopping on golden bits of light, flying up to it, and then beating the crap out of every single one. A 17 hits. And a 16 also hits. That is its armor class.
Nice.
Ooh.
Okay. After you fly up and just start punching the crap out of it with the silver light floating around your hands, it's that green, eerie light you see inside. It is pulsing and just shaking and starting to... You ever see a player model in a game glitch out where they like get stuck in the floor and they start spaghettifying all over the place? That's what's happening here.
Weird.
It is Dargon's turn. Roll a new saving throw for Dargon.
Well, I have to end away from there. Right.
Mm-hmm. If you move past it, it can take an attack of opportunity against you.
I don't think I have a choice because I can't stay in the air.
But these squares right here are all on solid ground.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. Dargon,
Wisdom
roll save.
for Dargon. You have a save somewhere.
Oh, Dargon's fine. Dargon's good. Dargon is no longer feared and can do whatever you
Dargon
want.
is good. Okay. What is Dargon's movement? 30 foot and fly 60 foot.
Wow.
What does that mean?
Mobility. It means if Dargon chooses to fly, Dargon can go up to 60 feet. If Dargon can't fly, only 30 feet. That will trigger an attack of opportunity by the Forest Emperor.
Yeah. I don't want to keep him away from that guy.
Dargon also doesn't have to end his turn on solid ground because he has wings.
Okay. So he can just like fly up here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he'll be in the air up there.
Okay. And I think Dargon's just out of breath range of anything.
Yeah. I mean, because if he goes here, then it's too close to this other guy, right?
Well, this guy's dead. And this guy can fly, so like if he feels like it, he can go chasing Dargon, right?
No, I think she means the fear thing. Does this plane count as not moving closer?
No, you saved.
Not the fear thing, the attack of opportunity.
Oh, if you move within 10 feet of this or 5 feet of this guy, let me check his Majugula Wide.
No, you should be fine doing this, Pods. That looks like it avoids the opportunity attack.
Okay, the Forest Emperor. The Forest Emperor's tail has 15-foot reach.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
yeah,
I should
then-
move him back.
Yeah, to avoid the 15-foot reach, you'd need to be right, technically here.
But then you have 30 more feet if you want it.
What do you mean?
Because Dragon can fly up to 60 feet, you can move Dragon another 30 feet and still attack or breathe.
Like he can attack and then move away?
Well, if he attacks and moves away, the thing will get an attack of opportunity. But he can move 60 feet and then breathe or attack.
Really? He can move 60 feet and then breathe?
Yeah, I mean, his flight speed is 60, right?
Oh, it's 60? I thought it was 30.
Yeah.
His
Oh my
ground speed is
God.
30.
Normal
His
speed.
flight is
Oh,
60.
I can't see his stats, so I have no idea. Oh, yeah, easily. Oh my God, no, you can be way the hell over here if you wanted. Oh my gosh, yeah. You have so much to work with. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll put him up there. Oh, he's
Roast
still
him.
flying. He's still flying up there.
Yeah, does he want to breathe on this thing?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this. Bam. Wings. He's
Finish
flying.
him off, Dargon.
All right.
With your little
Roll.
breath.
Is he using gravity breath or stellar flare breath?
What? Oh.
He has two breaths, gravity and stellar flare.
Oh, that's cool.
Stellar flare is his normal breath.
Falling damage increases?
And anybody who goes in there, if they fail on a save, they're restrained by gravity.
Oh my gosh.
On success, it's half speed.
So it's like it would like protect him?
It can create like a zone that makes it hard for people to go through.
We'll do the fire one.
No, all right. Roll 66. The first 3 are fire. The second 3 are radiant.
Can I just click on this thing?
How
or no?
far down was this again?
It's 20 feet down.
Ooh.
I don't think it's configured properly to click on it.
No.
Yeah, it just drops a box of text. We'll fix it later. I think I've said that every single episode. Just do /R 66.
Or go to the gear on the left-hand side of the screen and click the dice. And you can...
Those decent numbers. Decent
Wow.
numbers.
You did
Dargon
more
did
with a
well.
66 than my 10d6 fireball. That was awesome. Heck yeah. That's radiant damage, right? They don't get their.
It's half fire, half radiant, but I don't get my advantage. So yes. All right. Good news, bad news. Bad news is I made my save, so I only take 11 points of damage. Good news is, Asena, would you like to use your reaction to finish him?
Yeah?
Okay. What's your finisher on this nasty thing?
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I think he's just expressing excitement.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was like, yes.
I
Oh
think
my
I'm
gosh.
just gonna like try to punch him, but I'm not punching him. I'm like ripping him apart.
Okay.
You know, Dargan still has 10 feet of movement. Technically, couldn't they dive in after you and start consuming it after you punch it apart?
Your call.
Yeah, I can start to eat it if he's hungry. Dargan, you hungry?
There is no sustenance in this. Yes, we will consume it.
I eat not because I'm hungry, but because I need to fill the void that I never can.
All right. So Dargan's going to go ahead and start feasting on it. Matt, take your extra shot and take Chester's turn.
Yeah, no, I did. I rolled it earlier. If you scroll up to just before Pause was doing their stuff, I got a 28. So I was loading it at this mofo right here. So 28 to hit. Make a save against psychic damage, please. It's probably not. It never works. I don't know why these never work, but yeah, exactly. It never works. Unfortunate for me. That's going to be 25 points of weapon damage. Well, 4 points from the Curse of Tiamat.
Okay. Right through its heart, its chest cavity explodes outwards in a flurry of acidic sap and splinters. And it collapses to the ground and starts withering and decaying. And as it falls, what's left of the tree, the hollow remnants of the tree, immediately start to wither and die.
Charlemagne's going to jump in front of Adthea and dodge.
Okay. Full perception check for Charlemagne, please.
Doing just that. It's advantage on wisdom, perception, and smell. Is that going to be applicable or no?
No.
Then wisdom, perception, it is normal. That'll be a 12.
12! All right, no joy. There's only one weeping treant left. With the heart of the tree destroyed, it immediately takes 50 points of damage at the start of its turn.
Ooh, nice.
And it takes the rest of its turn attempting to beat the crap out of John Carmichael.
Yep, saw that coming. You can't hit my... I mean, you can beat the crap out of my cat, but you can't hit me.
This thing has a +8 to hit! Why do I always save against your psychic damage and miss with the huge melee monsters?
I'll take that. You know what? I accept.
Okay. Althea rushes forward, pushing past Chester to get to Benthazel. Takes a moment and then pushes past her. John?
Yes?
How would you like to polish this thing off? Because you're about to.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I mean...
It has 55 hit points left. I'm pretty sure you can take care of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to make me roll, I can roll. If not, John's just going to take out the energy diffuser and just hold up both the guns and just start blowing it away with...
Set to fire mode?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, roll it for fun and chuckles.
For S&Gs? Sure. Wait, ignore the Warp Spasm and Tiamat's Curse. Let me just take that off.
That's a Krontaka roll. Oh, yep.
Well, yeah, I'm dual wielding. And that one is going to be set to assault mode. So if it hit by a bunch, it gets to roll 2 more times. So that's going to be 26, 41, 17 is 58, plus 12 is 70 points of damage.
Did you double the fire damage?
I did not. So
I mean, it's dead. It's just this is so you can, big numbers.
No, I love big numbers. So 29 minus, what did we say? 80?
I didn't say anything. I just
70. 29 minus 70, so that's 51. So 102 plus 27, so 127 if you include the fire damage.
You should have used that thing immediately. You should. Okay, you did fine. You did fine. But the energy blaster was absolutely a good second choice.
Yes, I just figured fireball hit more people rather than single targeting, but you're right. That would have been a cheap way of doing it.
Okay. The battle is ended. What do you do?
What do we do?
I mean, Athea is planning something. John's gonna absolutely, when he's done with this weeping treant, rush up to Asena and Athea. And Benthazil, technically.
Okay. Well, you can't do all those things. Let's find out what Asena is doing first, because you're sort of in 2 different areas. Athea and Benthazil are absolutely next to each other. Asena, Dargan is feasting on this flesh heart thing.
I think she's just gonna stay by Dargan. Like, she's gonna get a little bit closer because people probably want to like talk and stuff. Maybe she should come over here and like look at the remnants of this tree. But
that's what Athea is doing as well. She's looking up at the remnants of it, just staring.
Well, I didn't know if Athea was planning something. So if the others are moving up and looking, John's going to move up and take action. He does what he always does when approaching the Flesh of Kor. He's going to take out a device that can seal it. He takes out the bag of Holden that was gifted to him by his friend back in Lacunas. He's going to go ahead and activate his mage hand and approach the heart. Or rather, I guess the heart's over there and the brain's over there. So he's going to approach the body of the sealed vessel, the Flesh of Kor, and cautiously approach.
Okay. As you draw closer, you see Mireth running up alongside Adthea. And Adthea tells Mireth to cut a branch of this tree for study. Mireth dutifully pulls out a very sharp knife and goes to cut a sizable branch off. It's decaying pretty fast, the entire thing. Asena and John, roll perception checks or investigation checks, your choice.
Mate, you were saying that Benthazil is still very confused.
She is on the ground now. Sort of like hands holding herself up. And not making a lot of noise.
Chester, if I can, just because it's such a large cat, can Chester try to interpose between Benthazil and Adthea? Kind of like, not pushing, but gently like doing that thing where animals kind of like, hey, let me just squeeze in here. And it's going to try to interpose, but then kind of focus its attention on like very large cat mumble grumbly, like, hey, I'm here. I'm nuzzling up on you, Benthazil. You're safe. Taking the dodge action in case Benthazil goes bananas on them.
Okay. Did I get investigation and perception? John, you do not...
24.
What was that? 14, 24. Neither of you see the piece of the flesh in the tree.
Really? Okay. John's going to move over towards the heart next, and then the brain, if it turns out that that's where the Flesh of Kor has gone.
Uh-oh.
Okay. As you walk over to the heart, you see Dargan greedily slurping up the last bits of what's left of it.
As in, like, there's nothing remaining? That's a pretty large thing. It's
There's
been, like,
goo left over. There's like a decent amount of goo and mess.
Okay, John's going to cast Find Object And is it in Dargon's belly, or where is it? Where the hell is the piece of flesh of core? All right, John moves up to Dargon, gets on, I guess, right up in its face, and is going to declare, Dargon, you've just consumed a piece of flesh of core. You cannot keep that within you. I need you to vomit it up right now, or I'm going in after it.
Asena, what do you do?
I'll get closer. Dargon, did you eat the flesh of core?
You permitted us to consume. We have consumed.
That's true, but I didn't know it was in there.
Irrelevant. Permission was granted. Consumption proceeded.
Did you know it was in there?
Father.
What?
Father.
No, I heard you. I just don't know what you mean.
All flesh must be eaten. Do you believe your gods will keep you safe? Those who remain bound by the constraints of time cannot truly call themselves immortal. I will take back the emptiness that is my birthright.
Dargon? Come back to us, Dargon. You're saying some creepy things.
John begins taking off his cloak, or his long coat, and rolling up his sleeves.
Okay.
Anyone got something we can make Dargon throw up?
Yep, I do. John claps his hands together, traces a few sigils in the air, is going to focus on his the component that he has for the spell, which is a metal ring upon his finger, and then he's going to say the words in a language unfamiliar to everyone here, but back home would sound like just a chant, almost like a little song in Gaelic, and then he's going to cast Control Thoughts on Dargon. I need Dargon to please make a saving throw. This is going to be a... Oh, wait. It's intelligence. Yes, an intelligence saving throw, please. I'm really hoping Dargon isn't fantastic. Good, but no dice. On a failed save, Dargon is charmed by me until the end of its next turn. While so charmed, its movement speed and its actions I am able to dictate. So I am going to instruct Dargon to open their mouth and throw up everything they just ingested. Dargon, you've consumed something erroneous, something awful, something bad.
Is offensive, a blight. All things return to...
And John catches everything in his outstretched hands, covered in the absolute horrible, gory mess of the heart of this abomination, until he takes hold of the flesh of Kor. He will then immediately activate the mage hand that he summoned, and keeping it just out of reach of his outstretched palms, covered in this absolute filth, he's then going to cast prestidigitation on himself to remove that filth and put the piece of the flesh, the horrible space jerky, into the bag. And he'll, after that dark work is done, he'll look up at Dargon, reach up, and just kind of give him like one of those pats, like as he scratches the side of his neck. I'm sorry, friend. I know that was slightly traumatic. Thank you for acquiescing to the request.
We hunger.
And we'll take care of that. And John holds out his hand, exposing just every Perianth that's been absolutely destroyed in this area.
All right. Dargan goes off to chew on sticks.
They've already been pre-cooked, so you're gonna enjoy this.
Carbonization.
Yeah.
I guess we should find the piece before we let Dargan eat it next time.
You know, I thought it was over there. I didn't realize that it had left the sanctity of its imprisonment. That was interesting. Although it makes sense. The dragon kind of flew off and did its thing. Food for thought. Food because of Dargan. You know. Anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, you know. Well, good job. We did it.
Is your
Donald.
friend okay?
Yeah, let's go ahead and check on her. John was about to reach out and kind of give Asena one of those, like, just, he's used to just patting people on the shoulder when things are done, and yeah, let's go do that. And his arm lingers in the air awkwardly for a moment before he rushes past and is going to begin casting Blessed Halo. And he is going to take the next minute in order to get as much healing out of this as possible. He's going to activate the Greater Seal of Rejuvenation, calling upon the Archangel of Restoration, and will begin healing everyone here present. Benthazil first from dire straits down back to bloodied, Chester back up to bloodied, and then finishing off by healing as much as he can to Benthazil before it's gone.
Okay. Althea collects several pieces of the tree and stabilizes it with some sort of magic before wrapping them carefully and bundling them. Mireth is now carrying them in some bundles of elven silk. And Althea is now very quietly just kind of watching everything that's going on. She wasn't hurt at all, but for once, she's not asking any questions. She's not piping up. A few moments later, Benthazil she seems to have been healed in body, but in mind, all she's saying is she's singing little broken snippets of songs. Not a full lyric anywhere. One moment it's a beautiful elven lament. Then there's a bit of a raunchy sailor's ballad from Quelia. Just like bits and pieces of what she's learned from across the spheres of the pyre. But she's mostly non-responsive to anything else. She's obviously suffered severe mental trauma.
Is this mental trauma, I mean, obviously many factors, but is there a magical hold over her that John might be able to dispel?
No, this isn't something that can be dispelled. It's not a long-term curse. Divine magic restoration might help, like a greater restoration might help, but not... It's not a hex
healing
or affliction. Yeah, not just hit points.
Would John, since he does have a connection to... Actually, wait, Asena, you also have connections to spells. Do you have access, now that you have a divine bent? Could you bring forth, utilizing some of your focus points to channel a restoration effect? I know that with your primal forces, you've been able to heal. Can you heal both the soul and the body?
I don't think so, because Greater Restoration is a 5th level spell.
Yeah, I just kind of can heal normal and not very much.
Do you even have lesser restoration? I know that's not what's being asked here, but do you have even lesser restoration as an option?
No, I just have healing palm.
What does healing palm do?
It lets you heal, and it lets you put protection
Protect
from good and
yourself.
evil on yourself.
That wouldn't really assist, right?
Correct.
Is there any possibility that...
Well, I guess that's just protection.
Mm-hmm.
That's for someone else.
Mate, is there any possibility that we could spend inspiration to assist with something like this?
Yeah, I'd let you spend inspiration, do some angelic seal stuff, and invest some spell points and key points in order to pull off a greater restoration. But maybe you should do that somewhere else.
Yeah. Well, so John's going to turn back to Adthea. If we can safely bring Venthazil back to the realm of your father, would we be able to find someone to... I'm assuming we can try. It will take more than I'm assuming magic to stop what's ailing her, but at least help a bit, right?
She nods.
John's going to turn to Venthazil and approach her cautiously but warmly and with friendship in his heart. Venthazil, we're going to leave this place. We'd like to take you somewhere where we can help you deal with everything you've endured over these many years. I would like for you to come with us, please. And John's going to cast suggestion.
All right.
I would like for you to join us and continue until you are better from this experience. Trying to word it in such a way to where they'll go the full duration before it wears off. That is a 19 that hits.
I think I saved.
You in fact do save.
She looks up at you and narrows her wooden eyes at you for a moment. And ne'er to return no more, no more, and ne'er to return no more. And she stands up and starts walking away from here.
Just a direction?
Yeah, just
the
a
direction
direction.
we came from?
Just a direction.
Venthazil, or John's not going to just let her leave. He turns back to the rest of the group. He kind of looks surprised at Adthea and Miareth. Do either of you have anything that we can do to help persuade her? I'd rather not do this forcefully. But she needs our help.
Miareth is going to bow her head and move swiftly through the undergrowth. As a wood elf, she's the only one who can keep pace with Venthazil, for whom the trees and muck seem to move aside. And she walks up to Venthazil, walks up behind her, sort of gently puts her hands around Venthazil's waist, and just sort of turns her in the direction you're going.
Okay.
And she just, her direction has changed, and she just walks in the new direction.
Okay, very good. Well, let's just do this. All right. Well,
we must
It
keep
was
pace.
easier.
She moves swiftly, and we must follow.
John summons a blazing chariot of radiant light.
Oh no.
All right. And as our heroes mount up on the blazing chariot, do you have any further business while you're here?
That's what I wanted. We
I
got
don't want to stay in this place.
Yeah, no, we got the Flesh of Kor. We dispatched the enemies. There seems to be nothing lurking around here waiting for us to leave and then bubbling up like, mwahaha. Right?
Well, I mean, there is
Right?
something that's going to bubble up, but it's not going to go mwahahaha, because there was a Cataclysm card played last time, and that D10 roll that I had you make at the very beginning rolled a flood. So as a result of this, the unholy bile and goo is going to start rising and start spreading. But it's not going to be like Old Faithful. It's more just, the camera lingers ominously as it and starts spreading.
Great.
So,
what's that going to do?
You'll find out.
Everyone into the chariot.
We take off. We have a flying dragon, a flying chariot. We're taking off after a very, very fast woodland guardian.
Athea sends Quile out to climb up on her shoulder so she can have mental contact and keep track of where she is. And as you fly above this accursed place, you can see the trees, the sick rot of the flesh of Kur that will take some time to heal. But you can see far enough out as the stars shine down upon this place. Far above, a single heavenly body hangs overhead, dark threads and scars marring its surface as the light of the spider moon shines down upon Perianth, the home of the hated enemies of this place, your primary source of illumination, aside from the giant flaming chariot that you summoned. But that's neither here nor there. As you go, both of your phones ring.
Oh no.
John looks over at Asena and back down at their phones.
Actually, your phone's on silent, Matt.
It is on silent. So as soon as hers goes off, John will check his.
Caller ID unknown.
Gaston's calling us again.
Seems to be. Here, take this. John passes the reins to Mireth. On the count of 3.
Athea pukes over the side.
Oh, God. Prestidigitation. John will answer. He looks at Asena and kind of gives a 3, 2, 1, and he'll answer the call.
Answer phone.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah? Hello?
Yes, hello. Is this John Carmichael and Asena?
How are you calling us both at the same time?
Well, damn it, Asena.
Oh.
Yeah, who's
I mean, no. Who's here?
Ah. Very good. I was wondering if we could arrange a face-to-face.
That depends on what your face looks like.
You wouldn't know.
How'd you get my number?
A friend of a friend who vouched for both of you spoke quite highly.
I'm gonna stop talking now.
Mate, John knows this. Matt doesn't remember. What's the name of that alchemist again?
Paracelsus?
There we go. You're from the Society, and you're calling on behalf of our missive to Paracelsus, is that right?
No, actually. Well, yes, but no. I suppose one could say I am calling on my own behalf, so depending on your point of view, that could be interpreted as accurate.
Wait, are you Paracelsus?
Very good. The recommendations were not misplaced.
Good, he's still alive then.
Yes, I am. Unless you meant Hank.
I'm talking about Hank, yes.
Yes. Well, I don't suppose that his affidavit would have sufficed given his own situation, but there was another who we were able to reach and who vouched for both of you. I would like to speak regarding your estrangement and the situation you find yourself in. I think it's about time we heard your side of the story.
Oh, it's about damn time. I've been waiting for this call for I can't tell you how long. Where do you want to meet?
The Panopticon. I'll arrange
Does John
to have
know what that is?
tickets.
Roll a history check, John.
History check. John likes to roll his 28 on a history check.
Pan means all, as in pandemonium, pansexual, and opticon is from optical, sight, seeing. A panopticon is something where you can see everything. a place from which you can see everything. There's a design, it's often a phrase used in surveillance. There's a design for a type of prison where you can see all the cells at the same time. It's called a panopticon. However,
and has John heard of such a thing here in the
you don't know what he's
multiverse, or-
referencing.
Ah, okay, very good.
I'll have 2 tickets arranged to be sent to you, along with directions.
And where shall we pick up these tickets? Yeah.
Hold on. Do I drag this or swipe this? Just a moment.
John kind of leans the phone away from his ear. We're going to have to find out who gave us such a glowing recommendation.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Hold on just a moment. No, now I closed it. Here, can you just... Ah, thank
Does he
you.
not know how to use a phone either?
Probably. He's ancient by all accounts.
Okay, now it should be...
Booting?
We get a document. Perfect.
Digital
You got a
ticket.
PDF with a QR code on it.
Oh, good. My phone and it's like, hey, this is from a non-trusted source. Do you want to open
Do you
this?
want to download images?
Are you saying we have to print this out?
Printing. Great. Don't look at me like that. Even I know how to open a PDF.
John's gonna go ahead and open it.
Okay. It's like a Ticketmaster printout, except it's from a website you absolutely do not recognize. And you are to either scan the QR code with an appropriate device or use it as the basis for a teleportation circle.
Oh, fantastic. John, absolutely, by the way. You guys, he's holding the phone. He's got them on speaker, and he has the phone display up, and he's using his hard light device plugged into the phone to generate an image in front of everyone to show what it is they're looking at.
Okay.
And he's already searched the Ethernet to try and find a panopticon.
Oh, you're searching that?
Yes.
Okay. The panopticon is an interdimensional, it's a demiplane that is neutral accorded ground. It's a place for safe meetings where nobody can pull anything else on each other because you have perfect clarity of vision. Anybody who tries to like hide a knife or hide anything like that, it's immediately detected because of the properties of that plane.
All of that, like some whatever, if there's an image of it, it pulls up and begins kind of spinning in place. All of the data is pulled on the side of it. We have the QR code. Everything just starts displaying in front of everyone here on this chariot ride.
Did you get it?
Yes. Yes, we've got it. And when?
Well, I imagine you keep a pretty busy schedule. So, you tell me.
John looks over to Asena. What next Tuesday? Think we could squeeze it in next Tuesday?
Maybe. We've got to save your friend and all, but as long as we can do that.
No, that should work. I mean, they're giving us a pretty open window for being able to respond to this message. So, yeah, how about next Tuesday? That sounds good. If we can meet sooner, we just, I guess, call you back at this unidentified number.
What? Oh, yes. Hold on. I know this one.
And the caller ID changes to Coriander Society.
Nice. Very good. John's going to save the contact and use the image of a papaya tree in order to have them logged into the phone. That'll pull up whenever they call.
I'm very much looking forward to meeting you, Asena. And John?
Me too?
We'll have a lot to talk about.
I imagine we will. Well, Paracelsus, thank you so much for connecting with us. I look forward to finding out who gave us such a glowing review. Until then, we're already saving one world, and we'll probably have saved another by the time we see you. So, until then, if there's nothing else, good day.
Nope.
Click.
He hung up on me.
He hung up on both of us. That was quick. You know, with a name like
how does it
Paracelsus,
feel?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it feels pretty damn good. I haven't spoken to someone from the society, at least on terms that wasn't get in the bag or die, in quite a long time. It's been a decade, I think. It's been a long time. That felt good. Felt real good.
How do we know it's not a trap?
We don't. But come on, I have to imagine, all things considered. Oh, I could talk to Hank, but honestly, I don't know. I want to trust him. Is that silly? Should I not? Should we really go into this expecting a trap? We're going to the Panopticon.
If
like
I
the
wanted to
anti-trap.
trap John Carmichael, this is how I would do it.
Really?
I
feel
mean,
like you would
I
just
might.
get a bag and just stuff it over my head.
Well, I
or
would
something.
definitely try that first, but I think people have.
Yeah, it was pretty darn effective. In all things
But
considered.
I mean, we can play along with it, and we can always get out of it if it goes bad.
Yeah, I mean, I can always just try and teleport us. You can pull. That's our gimme. You know, we can always just go to the astral plane if things just, you know, go completely ass backwards for us. Okay, cool. Let's do this. Hey, Anthea, how was it going out on your first adventure?
I learned a lot.
Did you have fun?
Chester, quiet.
I think so.
You seem hesitant.
I was gonna say.
It was pretty scary.
It was incredibly scary.
Most of my experience with this sort of magic is theoretical or in books and studies and experimentation. Being this close to it is different.
Yeah, I definitely saw you with your face falling off.
Really?
She touches her face confusedly.
Maybe it was more scary for me than you.
Ah, you saw that stuff.
It was bad. Maybe it's because you made me touch that tree.
That's a good point. Finally, it wasn't me meddling in things that I shouldn't be touching or otherwise fiddling with.
Mireth puts her hands. Well, actually, she's driving, so she doesn't. We are grateful for your
John
discretion.
can take it back if you'd like.
Thank you again for your discretion and valor. Princess, I will accompany you the next time you choose to venture forth, though I think it may not be a while. We'll see.
Anthea, I have to know, when you were listening in on the phone earlier and you heard the message they know, who was it you were envisioning knew? And what specifically did you think they knew about your father? I know that you and I have been working for many years trying to discover your father's ailment and why he keeps it so secretive. Have you made any progress?
She frowns and says, I think the secrets lie within the Deep Fluoris library and the Deep Fluoris vaults. But I cannot access them without my father's permission or until I become queen.
I've been in the vaults.
Well, I wish I knew about that a lot sooner.
I didn't really want to break your father's trust and leave some sort of probe or sensor in there. I figured that would be a faux pas, but it's very
the
likely
only way
that...
to save him, John. I think it's the only way to save him from himself.
Well, then the next time we have a chance to sit and chat about this, we'll need to be a little more prepared. It's very likely that when we return with this piece of the flesh of Kor, I'm going to convince him to go back there, add this to the pile of what he's protecting. I will be able to go into the vaults once more. What should I do? Should I be looking for something? Should I leave something? Should I take something?
Take something no one will miss and see what you can learn about the magic that guards it. And look for anything that could anything that could explain his affliction. But if you get that information, we can do a proper investigation and maybe save him.
Okay. Damn it. Okay. This is not going to end well, I know it, but I guess I'll risk my friendship with Ndogala to save him.
You're doing the right thing.
That's what they always tell me.
Let's go home. And
yes,
on that note, let's go ahead and wrap up tonight's episode. We will be back next week with more Coriander Society adventures, and stick around for our first ever post show right after this.